You are five individuals, not one. The self, the persona, the ego, the shadow, and the anima. Only one of them is actually controlling your life right now. Now, this is one of the most powerful concepts that I think came from Carl Jung that actually allows us to analyze our own psyche and understand why we are the way we are. It's the self. Now, this is everything stripped away. This is your foundation. Now, some traditions, might frame this as part of something larger, like this is God in you and how it shows up. That there is a part of you that exists before you intake all these societal norms where you actually build up your own identity, right? This is you before all of that. And then comes your persona. You can almost think of as the mask that you wear, that you present to the world, but it's who you want people to see you as. Think about how you might carry yourself on a first date, but it's how you'd like to be perceived. Then is your ego, your actual waking self, who you walk around with, who you are at any given moment. This could be your taste in food, your taste in music, how you dress. And most men live completely in this version of themselves and assume that it becomes the whole picture of their self, the tiniest visible slice of your actual psyche. Then comes the shadow. Just think about it as everything that you push down, deny, you don't want people knowing about, because it's painful to look at. That's the whole point of it, right? Go through and you understand the things about yourself that you don't want to understand, and you accept them. And it's only through this painful process of integration and individuation that you'll ever become who you want to be. It controls the way you act every day. And people pick up on this. Your eyes are a direct external extension of your nervous system. And when you're not comfortable with who you are, it shows up in your eyes, it shows up in your posture. People can tell if you're putting on a persona, acting a certain way. Now, the core idea that is so worth landing here, pain is unavoidable. You're never going to be able to truly avoid pain, but suffering, that is optional. Suffer with all of the things in your shadow that you don't want to face, that you're uncomfortable with for the rest of your life, or go through the pain, work through it, and understand who you are. And lastly is the anima, which is basically the unconscious feminine energy in all men. It's that polarity between your masculine and your feminine. Straight away you'd think, oh, but what's the need for that feminine energy inside you? That's the intuition, that's the feeling, that's sensing, that gut feeling that you have. This is the one that governs your relationships when you feel that individual will complete me, or this girl will fix me, right? That is your anima. And that's really a readout of your own unintegrated anima, right? It could be affected by your relationship with your mother, right? Children tend to form a model of how they should act based on the first masculine figure they, associate with, or the first female character that they associate, right? Which for 99% of people is going to be their parents. So based on your relationship with your mother, you develop this anima. And now you might not think it. Every girl that you've been with, they will most likely all share a common trait. It might not be looks, just might be behavior, the way they act, or their morals. And until you integrate your own anima and go through your shadow and understand all the bad things, all the negative things that you don't want to face, you will continue to attract the same individuals purely because of the unconscious anima, the unconscious feminine energy that is driving you every day. Now, the practical takeaway from this is that the first step to true growth and individuation is just by understanding yourself. You don't have to worry about fixing all of these things and getting overwhelmed without first just understanding who you are. That's going to give you the roadmap to where you need to be. But just understanding who you are, understanding yourself, and where you lie in each of these five personas.